Good day, fellow BMW lovers and haters. Welcome to a quick video. I'm going to show you something. I want to ask you a question and get your opinion. It's not really your opinion, it's your guess. I want you to guess at something. So, I've just been on a trip down to Sussex. And I came back and I found a little bit of damage to the bodywork. Now I don't know where it's come from. I don't know whether it's down to my fault loading things into the boot, or whether it's somebody else that was helping me. But I'll show it to you in a minute. But before I show you, what I think is important to show you first is this wing. Now why am I showing you this wing? Well, just take a look at it. Looks alright, doesn't it? Yep. Now have a look at the back bumper, which is filthy. But just take a look. Looks alright. All good. Okay. The reason I'm showing you the back bumper and the wing is, if you know from my previous videos, these have been recently repainted. So the rear bumper was done a few months ago, and at the very same time I had a new wing put on, because this one, the one that was on the car, was bubbling with rust all the way around here. Common problem on the E46s. Stuck a new wing on, which was already in this colour, but it had a few chips and scratches and stuff, so they repainted it. Now at the time, my biggest fear was, will they colour match? Because it's 17-year-old paint on this car, and I thought, it's going to be a little shade wrong. I know they can feather into the door, but I thought maybe it's just going to be not quite the right shade, and I won't know how to live with that. Do I say repaint it again? Do I don't know. Anyway, I went to pick up the car, and as you can see, they matched it. I mean, there's probably a colour difference to the trained eye. This maybe looks a little bit deeper and darker than this, but really, can you tell? Really, from anywhere greater than 2 feet, can you tell that's fresh paint on there? Because I can't. Here, where you come to meet 1, 2, 3, 4 panels, look at that, they matched it. So same with the rear bumper, really. They kind of did a good colour match on there as well, obviously the same. But you can't really tell. You wouldn't think there was anything wrong there. Okay, it needs a wash. Okay, so now I can take you to the damage. And guess where it is? It's here on this back quarter panel. The biggest panel on the car, because it goes all the way over down the A-pillar, right? So I know some garages say, oh, we've got to paint the whole. Well, I don't know if they're going to do that, or if they're just going to work on the area and feather it in. I don't know. So here's the damage, guys. Let me see if I can get a decent angle here. So the guy says he thinks it's gone down to the primer, but not down to the metal. So yeah, I would probably go with that. I don't feel like there's a dent there. I think it's just scratches, and it looks like it's gone upwards, so it could be putting something into the boot from the side, which I don't do. I load the boot from the back like normal people. But if you've got somebody helping you, then they're going to stand at the side and hand stuff to you. So maybe it was that. So these are the scratches, guys. And of course I was not happy to see those. So what I want you to do is put a comment on the video and tell me how much you think I was quoted to fix this. Bearing in mind the location of the scratch. It's on this big rear quarter panel, and bearing in mind that I kind of trust them to do the job, because I was very happy with the wing and the rear bumper that they did. Color matching, you know, the paint, everything looks really good. So I'm happy to take it back to them and have them do this. So price, guys, for, you can hear it maybe, it's, oh, isn't that awful? It's deep. It's deep. This isn't something you can get out with a scratch remover. And I do want it out of the car because, you know, they also quoted me a while back, but I'm not going to tell you how much. I'll reveal the results later. But I did go and ask them how much to repaint the bonnet and the front bumper. So bonnet and bumper they gave me a quote for. The reason is because it's covered in stone chips. I mean, if you look at the bumper, it's stone chip heaven here. It's just coated. And the white stone chips, of course, are the wax that's got in there, I guess. But even up the bonnet, look, where the kidney grill is, grill spelt with an E at the end, by the way. It's not grill as in what you put your sausages on. Anyway, yeah, and even here, and just underneath the propeller logo here, that is a propeller, we have dots and bits, and it goes all the way up to even here, which is top of the bonnet. I don't know if you can even see that, but there's stone chips there, there, clear one there, there. It's all over the bonnet, all over the bumper, particularly over the bumper. The bumper is literally peppered with this stuff. So they quoted me to do bonnet and bumper, and again I trust them to colour match it. But when they, forgetting about that scratch on the back, the new scratch, when I asked them to quote me for this, I knew that the only other visible damage to the car, body-wise, I'm not saying the only other damage, because there are little bits on every panel that you can pick up if you were really wanting to be anal about it. But the only other visible damage on the car is the door, the driver's door here, that has this scab here. So I said, well look, if you're going to do the bonnet and the bumper, how much for the door as well? So they gave me a quote for bonnet and bumper, and then they said if you include the door it's going to be this much. So I don't know what prices are where you guys are for this, but really I want to ask you how much you think it is going to be for that scratch. But if you want to take a guess at how much for bonnet and bumper and how much extra for the door, be my guest. Up to you. Thanks for watching. Bye.